So over the next 24 hours, I'm going to be running a marathon. So I'm going to run 1.1 miles every hour on the hour for 24 hours straight. So the reason I'm doing this is I haven't done a long challenge for a while with lockdown and everything like that. So I really just want to challenge myself and see what is actually possible you can fit into one day. So I'm going to try and make the most of today and do as much as I can. So job one is to sort out this flower bed. That's looking a little bit healthier than it did half an hour ago. Job one complete. Alright, so we've got some old or dead poppies here, and I'm just going to save the seeds and then we can replant them next year. I think it's going to be interesting to see how my body copes with this, if it's just going to sort of reset after every mile, or I guess when you get to the later stages through the night, it's just going to be interesting to see how I cope with it, how I'm feeling. Next job is to take down the fence, which we can use for firewood tonight if it gets a bit cold. Alright, that's the fence done. I've still got to make my wife coffee. Yes, she's hard at work.
Can I have it?
That's mile 3, 11 AM, and it's 27 degrees. It's going to be a hot one. Right, time to give the bikes a bit of a service. This bike has taken me quite a few places, including over the handlebars, so I should be looking after it. But that doesn't sound too good. That last hour on the bikes just flew by. I didn't get a chance to finish, so I had to stop and do this run, which is mile 4 I think. So I'll finish the bikes off when I get back. That's a 10-second job, which I've literally put off doing for 3 years. So normally I do some yoga after every run, but doing 24 runs in 24 hours, don't think I've got time for 24 yoga sessions. So I've just finished mile 6 and I'm up in the woods. So what I'm going to do for this hour is I'm going to climb a tree. Now I already know most of the best trees to climb around here because I do it quite often. So what I'm going to do is try and find a new one. I might just stay here for the next half an hour. I know today is meant to be about getting as much as you can out of a single day, but sometimes it's good just to relax, especially in nature. And what better way can you do it than under a hollowed out tree? So it's just turned 3 o'clock, time to start mile 7, so gonna run home. Then I'll probably have a shower, freshen up, have something to eat, and then see if I can fit in a little job to do before run number 8. So it's 4 p.m, I'm on mile 8, feeling much better after a cold shower. And when I get back from this run, I think I'll try and make some flapjacks. So I'm going to put the flapjack in now, then go for my run, and by the time I get back, it should be at the effect. Right, they should be done now. Let's see how they turned out. Certainly smell good. So another little job. So 3 or 4 years ago I planted what I thought was a palm tree seed in this tub, and this tree has started to grow in its place. So I've got no idea what it is, but I'm just going to tidy the tub up, so give it a bit more space and hopefully let it grow a little bit bigger. So it's 6 p.m, mile 9 I think, and I'm starting to feel a bit tired, which I wasn't really expecting. So it's 7 p.m. now, mile 11 or 12, I'm not too sure. But hopefully when I get back, my wonderful wife should have dinner on the table waiting for me. So it's 8 p.m, mile 12 it must be. And to be honest, I'm feeling pretty tired now. It was a bit of a struggle to get out and go for this one. So hopefully I can overcome the fatigue soon. So it's 9 p.m, mile 13. For the last hour, I've been sat down really doing a quiz with Steph. So it has been a bit difficult to get up off the couch. It's the first time I've sat down really since 9 a.m. So yeah, just feeling a little bit tired at the moment, a little bit stiff. Quiz finishes at 10, so when I get back, I'll be finishing off the quiz. So this is the first run I didn't leave bang on the hour, because obviously I didn't bother to check to see if my headlight had batteries which were charged. So it took about 5 minutes to sort that out, but being prepared as I always am. So I've just repaired my ripped jeans, sewed them up, so that's another little job done, and hopefully they will hold. So it's midnight and I am just so tired. So when I get back from this run, I'll definitely be going for a nap before the 1 o'clock run. It's like I'm in a horror film. Literally, as I ran under the streetlight, it turned off. And it did it for like 3 streetlights in a row. So that normally means something bad's about to happen. So it's 2 a.m, mile 20 I think, and my alarm just woke me up. And I was so confused. I mean, you're in a deep sleep and then suddenly got an alarm saying time to get up, and you have no idea why. I mean, why would you need to be getting up at 2 a.m. to go for a run? 3 a.m, it's starting to rain a little bit. And I'm starting to feel good again. Had a couple of power naps which have really helped. But it's just such a struggle getting up. As soon as you made that decision to get up and you're physically getting up, then it's good, and once you're out running you're feeling good. But it's just that 30 seconds when you're just lying there thinking, why is my alarm going off at this time? But once you're up and you're out and you're running, it feels much, much better. So it's 4 a.m, I think I'm on mile 21. So I'm going to run up through the woods, up onto the downs now. It's been cloudy all night, and now we finally got some clear skies. So I'm going to see if I can get a night lapse, see if I can see the stars, but I don't know if it'd be possible or not, but we're going to give it a go. Time to run through the dark, through the woods, which is always a good experience. "5 AM, about to start mile 23. I think running a marathon over 24 hours is probably tougher than just a standard marathon. Because this way you've got to motivate yourself for 24 hours straight, which really isn't easy. So it's 6 AM, mile 23 I think, and starting to feel pretty fresh. This is the time I would normally get up in the morning, go for a run anyway, so I think my body kind of realises that and has woken me up a bit. So I've been learning some card tricks over the last few weeks. So for the rest of the hour until my next run, I'm just going to practice some card tricks, see if my brain is still functioning properly. So 7 AM and then on my second to last mile. So would I do this again? Probably not. I think it's a really good idea, but the 24-hour thing might just be a bit too much. If you do a 12-hour one, you can still get loads done in a single day, but you're not running yourself into the ground. So I think it's great to have that structure of going for a run, doing something, going for a run, doing something, because that way it just means that you're always doing something and you're not just going to be sitting around just like scrolling through your phone or whatever. It gives you some sort of purpose and you're going to achieve more that way. Glad I did it, but next time will probably just be a half day. For this hour I decided to do something I haven't done for a long time and draw a picture. It was at this point I realised I didn't have a rubber and therefore couldn't rub out the guideline, so I abandoned the picture. A lot of the time people ask me why I do challenges like this, and most of the time I don't really have a proper answer. But I think what it is it's just to keep things interesting. Because if I hadn't done this in the last 24 hours, then that day could have just been another mediocre day and could have just been filed away with the rest of the mediocre days and it would have quickly been forgotten about. Whereas the last 24 hours I'm probably going to remember for the rest of my life. It's something I'm not going to forget. So yeah, I think essentially just to keep things interesting and just try and do new and different things.